So, I've said for years that if you just want to see the best of the Soviet state, all you got to do is look at the United States. It's about coming true, too. Let me tell you about it. So, just recently, we discovered that Customs and Border Protection, CBT, our good old trusted boys in green and yellow, right, are using these flock cameras and different types of cameras out there to surveil on their own people. And they're pulling them over for things like, having a air freshener obstructing your view, or maybe you're speeding a little bit according to them. It's always quite questionable and subjective anyway. But anyway, what they're doing is they're monitoring the American citizens, normal everyday people just going out to get a breakfast taco or going to their kids' ball game or whatever. And they're saying it's suspicious activity. Now, for those of you who have read the Gulag Archipelago, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is the government state, the surveillance state. Now, I said before that the way that the government and the administration handled the death of Dick Cheney was a tragedy. And I said that Dick Cheney was a good old boy and he had some good ideas. This was not one of them. Okay. This was absolutely a Cheney era issue. So here's what we're up against. We're up against the government surveilling people every single day for absolutely no reason whatsoever. It's a disgusting thing. And we're doing absolutely nothing to stop it. You see, the government has gotten too big for its britches. We were promised that the president was going to drain the swamp, right? You remember that? Well, he's only made the swamp even worse. And he might have gotten rid of some people that he thought were objective to him and, against his regime and all of this bullshit. But what about when the swamp water only gets deeper and it begins to drown you? You see, draining the swamp doesn't mean giving the government more power. It was Ronald Reagan that said this is a government that's of the people, by the people, for the people, and it should act like it. Well, government surveillance is here. And they're helping our good old boys in blue and green and yellow and every other color that they choose to wear that day while hiding their faces. You don't believe me? Go and look at the Associated Press report. You don't believe the Associated Press report? Just go and look for yourself. It's perfectly fine. It's all right out there for you to see. The government's not trying to hide this one. And that's a problem. You see, a government wants to convince us that this is a healthy society that's growing. It's not. It's a sick society. It's a mentally confused, deranged society that thinks this is okay. I have a real problem with this, and I think most of Americans do. This is a Donald Trump directive. This is a Donald Trump administration. The government, his government, is only making this problem worse. Do you trust this man? I don't. It's a man who's had two Soviet wives. Think about that. Do you think he's an American? I don't. I think he's a secret Soviet. Look what he's doing with Ukraine. Can't prove it by me. America first? Bullshit. That's a slogan. This is the Soviet Union 2.0. It didn't work the first time. Get you a plant to make it work the second. That's all this is. That's all I'm saying. So, anyway, if he's convinced you that he's draining the swamp and he's convinced you that he's America first, I want you to take a look at the truth. Take a look at the facts. Put aside all the rhetoric, put aside all the bullshit. Figure it out for yourself. It's pretty obvious. The man's a Soviet plant. You don't have to look too far to find out.